Yeah, see?
That's nice. Okay, that's sweet.
Okay, y'all ready?
All right, we ready. Y'all ready?
Yes.
2, 3, 4.
Welcome in. You are tuned in to the Real Lifestyle Morning Show. It's your girl, Leah Renee. We thank you guys for tuning in. I'm here with my boy, Magic One.
Hey, though.
And, of course, I got the lovely Tiaja Good.
How y'all doing? Good morning.
And we are the cast of the Real Lifestyle Morning Show. So, how did y'all feel about our first show that we did? First of all, we want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in on Wednesday. That was our premiere show, and we are glad to be back. So, how did you guys feel about our first recording? Y'all too. I'm asking y'all.
I loved it. You know, we off the ground now. You know, it's only up from here.
Yeah, I was excited. I had fun. It was smoother than I be so nervous, and I'm like, oh, that was easy. So,
Yeah,
I like our first show.
You know, we're professionals.
Yeah,
we're gonna we're gonna be bringing you guys a really dope show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Like I said, we're still trying to determine our exact time that we're gonna be scheduled. You know, once we get our sponsors coming in and things like that, we are going to be on a regularly programmed schedule, but we're still trying to, figure things out, see when our listeners are up listening the most, because we really want to have live engagement. We want you guys to tune in live. I mean, of course, the shows will still be there on LRTV Media on YouTube afterward, and you can always go there and view it, but we really, really want you guys to tune in live. We want to be able to get live engagement, and we want you guys to be able to tap in through the tap in segment and, things like that. So it's very important that you follow the LRTV Media page and subscribe so that you can get the notifications, know when we're going live and things like that. So, what do you guys got planned for the weekend? It's Friday.
It's Friday. I'm excited. I'm going to a concert tomorrow. I feel like I keep telling y'all that, but I'm going to the Monica and Shanti concert.
Yes, yeah, that sounds fun. Wait a minute, you didn't invite me, T?
I got invited, but you can come.
Dang, you got invited? You got
you should come.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, yeah. It's a little last minute for me. No, but that is something that I would. Yeah, that sounds like it's gonna be a good time. That's tomorrow, Saturday.
Yep, tomorrow.
Yeah, so
I like Monica and Shanti.
you definitely got to get some good video and some good footage,
yeah.
and then hopefully we can show that next week and see how good of a time you had. So Juan, what you got planned for the weekend? You got a show or something?
Yeah, I got a show tonight.
Yeah, you got a show tonight. You and Future.
Me, Future, King Black.
Yeah, shout out to all of y'all.
Boom the Bomb. It's a host of Toledo artists, and I just can't wait. Shout out to DJ Dankish. Doors open at 9, and I'm talking about it's gonna be a show. It's gonna be a show. Mixed crowd, like good vibes, and it's gonna be turned up, and it's a retro.
Yeah, what you doing tonight?
I don't know. I might be going through the check the show out. Yeah, because you want to go through and check it out.
I don't mind.
Yeah,
I really don't mind.
Definitely. I think we might go ahead and check that out because I don't have any plans. Hopefully I will have a babysitter. But yeah, no, I definitely would love to come see y'all perform. It's been a long time since I've seen Magic perform, and I've never seen Future perform, and I just absolutely love her. We had her on Table Talk this past weekend. It was a really dope interview, so I can't wait to see her perform. And I've seen her like on video, so I can't wait to see her in in rare form, on the stage. That's something different, I know. So that I know will be a dope show. So yes, T, let's plan going down there and definitely make an appearance for our boy and show love. And you guys, our listeners and viewers, make sure you guys get down there too. So you said it's at the Bay.
Yes.
Doors open at 8.
9.
Doors open at 9. So make sure you guys go check that out. I don't know, for some reason, like, you sound so good. Y'all both sound so good, but I feel like
you sound good to me.
I sound good to you?
Yeah.
I feel like I sound like, I don't know, it just sounds weird. It don't sound like you sound.
That's just my voice.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, let me try to I will say shout out to let me say shout out to my
sexy on them.
Shout out to my boy and my partner Van Gogh. He we have a weekly business meeting, and we had our meeting last night, and he was telling me you got to definitely work on your tone and your diction, and I was like okay, and I was like I received that from him very well because of the fact that I've heard myself I'll listen back to myself on air, and I'm like, there are times where I hear myself and I'm like, oh, why do I sound like that? So
what do it sound like?
Like it's sometimes I have like a little bit of I don't know. It's like rough, you know, like it comes off kind of rough on air a little bit. And so that's just something that I realized that I noticed that I need to work on. And when he pointed it out, it just confirmed for me, like, yeah, I need to work on that. And then something else I have to work on is my ums.
Oh, yeah.
I tell her that.
So I'm working on it. You know, you have to perfect your craft.
Right.
And I've been perfecting this craft for some time now, but I'm just now really getting to a place, you know, starting with a few years ago when I really am on air, you know, and on camera and doing, you know, my thing as a personality. So, you know, I'm learning. Just like we all are. So, well, that's dope, y'all. That sounds like we got a great weekend planned. All of us. You're gonna be up in Detroit tomorrow night. We're gonna be out tonight. Go check out Magic Wand and Future and all of them that are gonna be performing over there at the Bay. So we hope you guys all have a fun weekend planned out, and make sure you guys are safe this weekend. But yeah, so I guess we will go ahead and get into the first segment. What do you guys think? What's trending? That's what I like to call it. What's trending? So what we're going to talk about with the What's Trending segment is what's going on in the headlines. So it's a lot going on in the headlines today.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a lot going on in the headlines. From last night to today, you know, I'm always listening to on social media, or listening to some podcasts, or, you know, tuning in to E! News or TMZ or something. And I mean, the headlines just come crazy. So what we want to get into first, y'all? Juan, creative director. What we gonna talk about first?
What you want to talk about, Florida?
Okay, yeah. Let's talk about the state of Florida.
Let's talk about the state of Florida.
It's a lot of stuff going on in the state of Florida.
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, we talked about how Florida is trying to implement a Black History education. Okay, so they've implemented new Black History education standards. That's how it's worded. And so basically the state of Florida has implemented this program that they feel, you know, focuses on African American history, and basically what a lot of the civil rights activists and a lot of the critics of this education standards, you know, program that they're trying to put in place, they're saying, like, this isn't real Black history. Like, you guys are trying to put together some
They're trying to erase the history.
They're trying to erase our real history and rewrite it. They
so it can happen again.
Right.
That's what.
It's like, it's crazy. So they're trying to basically say and implement and make it a law that, like, you cannot talk about any race that was quote oppressed or quote privileged. Like, come on, like, what does that say to you? So basically, they don't want to hear about white privilege, and they don't want to hear what y'all got to say about slavery.
But
like,
they said that we came over here in boats when we was in school. So why change it up?
Right. I mean, that is what you guys told us, like, you know, but it's so funny because even when you hear about, like, I just remember, like, learning about, like, Christopher Columbus and the whole Thanksgiving and the Pilgrim, like, they made that look like such a, you know,
they glorified
that, you know, when we were coming up in school, and that was not how it really happened. Right. You know, that was not the history that really happened. So again, you know, they've been doing this since the beginning of the time, trying to erase the real history that happened and want to rewrite and glorify some other form of history. And they're trying to basically say, you know, I was listening, you know, shout out to the Breakfast Club, I love them, and I was listening to Charlamagne and DJ Envy this morning talking about it, and what they were saying was like they're trying to basically say that it's like like they're saying that slavery basically helped African Americans because it gave us skill. Like, it's like, we should be thankful that we got the skills and the resilience that we have now, that, you know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like they even want to take that. They want to take away the slave strength, like that they made it through that they were able to live through that and get past it and get whatever, you know, get slavery abolished and then, you know, be able to progress the way we have. It's like, it's almost like they want to even take that credit.
Excuse me.
And it's
they time
because,
yeah,
we would be so accelerated if we, I don't know. I don't think they helped us.
No, I mean, they definitely didn't help us. And it's like, you know, somebody put online, you know, this is the thing, and this is something that I've learned through like getting my real estate license, right? I mean, I don't have it yet. No. I ain't licensed yet, but I'm almost there. But I did complete my classes, and while learning about real estate, they say, it's very common for Caucasian people to like give their kids like, $20,000-$30,000, for their first down payment, and so people are very surprised. Like a lot of realtors or people in the real estate industry are surprised, like when African American people come to the table and they're trying to buy their first home and whatnot, and they're like, oh, you can't just borrow it from your family, and we're like, no, no, we don't have $30,000, we did. And then so somebody made a post and said, like that's the difference between we that was the 400-year whatever they said, like that was the 400-year
the time span.
Yeah, time span. We didn't get, we were behind. We got cheated. And so black people have forever been behind, and we haven't gotten the same resources and the same opportunities, and things like that. So yeah, but they're trying to basically rewrite history, and they want to say that that slavery was a time where black people were given great skills and learn how to be resilient, and like what? Like, wow, that's crazy. Like, so it's crazy. So that's what they're talking about in Florida, and then it was also some other stuff that you had found out about in Florida, Juan.
Yes, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill Monday allowing for the death penalty for child rapists.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the bill will become law October 1st. It makes sexual battery of a person under 12 years old a capital crime, so they have capital punishment that means punishable by death.
Wow.
And I think that's kind of a good thing, because
you definitely,
the way the things that people do with underage children, though, it's just so sick.
Like, it's sick. I can't even believe it. Like,
and not even just under 12. It should be under, basically.
It should be any child.
Yeah,
I just don't.
Like 13 mean is cool, 14 mean is cool, 15 no. Like, people sick out here. So I'm not really against that bill right there.
Yeah. I'm definitely not against the bill. I mean, we need to have that there needs to be a harsh reality and judgment call on pedophiles and like you said, evil people who do things like that to children who are innocent, creatures who can't defend themselves or, can't fight. Like that's yeah.
Even if you're famous.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a basketball player.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Ooh, speaking of which.
No. What else? T.A., what happened with Kodak?
Kodak. So much
and
happened.
it's Florida news too.
Yeah, because he's from Florida. So
shout out to Florida. I love Florida.
Me too. I love Florida.
I love Florida as well.
I love Florida. I love Florida.
I love Ocean Drive.
I love Ocean Drive.
Yes.
I love Florida. I just love everything about Florida. But back to Kodak Black.
And Kodak Black is from Florida.
Yeah, that's why I love Florida. I'll never forget, I was in Florida, I was at G5, and I was just looking around, I was just like, I didn't realize, like, Woes was a thing. I didn't realize that was, like, not a game, but, like,
what is Woes? So, for
Zoes, Woes.
Okay, so for people who don't know, so Zoes or Woes, which is it?
It's both.
It's
so
both.
They're both two different games.
But I'm pretty sure
in Florida.
Zoes is, like, the biggest, I want to say gang. It's, like, more, like, it's some big...
Like, what is that? It's just a whole bunch of...
because Kodak Black is a Zoe, and, it's like, what did I say?
Kodak Black is a Zoe?
Yeah, it's like a syndicate of...
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about what happened, T.
So, basically, I knew Juan was going to be covering this, but I guess Kodak is just... He's on drugs really bad right now. He had made a song with the guy Tekashi, and
they ain't feeling that.
Yeah, people didn't like that. Everybody was upset.
Boosie went on a rant.
Yeah.
Whack 100.
So what did Boosie had to say, Juan?
Boosie saying he know the Zoes is salty at Kodak. Like, come on, man. Like, you down that bad that you would do a song with a rat. That's what they call Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Right.
Tekashi 6ix9ine is one of the biggest known rats, and he's taking accountability for his actions, though. He's standing on that rat business, though. Like, yeah, I did it.
Wow.
You know, and he was the one that's saying vulgar things about King Von's death, Nipsey.
To
You know, he speaks on the dead, yeah, but he just got caught in a Planet Fitness or whatever the gym was, and he got jumped.
Who?
Takashi 6ix9ine.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They beat him
What
out
is
of
he doing at Planet
Balenciaga.
Fitness?
like
They caught him in the bathroom and
whoa.
Yeah.
they stood on business.
Wow, that's major.
But one thing I can say is Kodak is on drugs really bad right now.
So you think Kodak?
Now is
did
that
keeper for
alleged
money?
or is that like a
It's alleged, but I've been seeing many videos. Shout out to TikTok, Instagram.
They showed Kodak Black loaded all the time, and he
messed up.
have a pill
He
problem.
sound
It's
bad.
known, not alleged.
Okay,
but
so
it's
yeah, that's
known
what, I
that
guess
he
that's what I
have
was
a
asking. So it is
yeah.
known. Okay, gotcha.
Opiate problem,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, you know, prayers to him. So
Prayers to Kodak.
On the subject, shout out to young Ma. She was on the liquor bash. She came through it though.
oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
she
Yeah,
was
congratulations
really
to
good.
her on her
She was
sobriety.
like wheelchair bound and everything.
Really?
Wow.
So do y'all think Kodak
Shut
Black,
up.
if he is addicted to drugs, do you think that he was just trying to get some money? Like, did he do this song for a straight business, or was he like going through a addiction? Like, I just need this money, I'll do a song with whatever, whoever I need the money.
Yeah, I don't even think he's right state of mind. Like, he don't know what he's doing. He just waking up and running. He don't know what he's doing right now.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that he's just not in his right state of mind. So, and then like you said, it's all of the above. Like, you know,
Right.
with an addiction, you still want the money so
Right.
that you can get, you know, fix your addiction. So you're gonna still do what you got to do to be able to get, you know, your fix.
Right.
And so he needs the money coming in. So at this point, it's like probably any deal that comes through, he's probably like, yeah,
Give it
shoot,
here.
give it here, you know. And then he's been kind of wilding out for a long time. I
Yeah.
mean, I remember, like you said, just speaking back to the Nipsey thing, like when Nipsey first died and he made, you know, some comments about, you know,
Yeah.
Lauren London at the time that was just very inappropriate. And, you know, T.I. and different people in the industry came for him and they was not feeling that. They came expeditiously.
Right. Expeditious.
And, but yeah, so that happened. So
It's
he's
crazy.
been.
The day that happened, I was actually at Silver Rain, Truth, whatever it was called at the time. And he was not ducking no smoke. He came in there that night. He had
Who did?
Kodak Black, the night he was into it with Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, wow.
He was in Michigan that night and came to the club like nothing happened. It was
Shut up.
just-
Yeah.
But he stayed with like a gang of people.
Yeah,
He
he's
has
Zoe.
a-
So
He has
you
a-
don't want a problem with the Zoe.
Yeah.
Right. So don't
Right.
touch Zoe property though. It's
But
like-
now
Yeah.
the Zoe's got a problem with him.
No, that's
what you're saying.
no, Boosie was saying he know the Zoe
Oh,
was
okay.
probably salty because
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you think they got a problem with him about this? Like, what do you
it's levels. Like they don't care about that. You know,
Right,
they might
right.
look at it like me
like
personally.
they get that it's business? You think?
Me personally, as an artist, I don't get how people get in people's personal business. Like, personal and business does not go hand in hand. You know, business is to get the check. Personal is trying to be a friend. I would do a song with somebody that I don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? To get the business done and to get to the check. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I think people are just too personal and people personal lives and personal business, though.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't want him to do a song with a rat, then make sure he eating. So he
Exactly.
ain't gotta get paid from
Yeah.
a rat,
Okay,
you know?
right. And like even like you said, Asia, you or which one of you guys said it? One of you guys said before we came on, like, you know, people are so quick to go and make a judgment, make a post.
Yeah.
You'll go live about this man and speak on him and make a post instead of reaching out to his people and saying, man, what's up? Did he need help?
Yeah.
Can we help him? What
Right.
can we, you know, what can we do to help this
A
dude?
lot of
Like he's
tear
clearly
down.
going through some stuff, you
Yeah.
know? And so instead of, like you said, instead of lifting him up, they're tearing they're tearing him down. So
They pulling cameras out, recording them.
Yeah, they want to
Yeah.
catch him at his highest point.
I mean, I'll say this, like that's one thing about the entertainment industry and just society, period. Like, we'll sit up here and say, okay, you know, men and black men need to, you know, share their emotions more, communicate more, or we want to hear from y'all more, you know, share your mental health or, you know, whatever these things. But then when men come out and try to voice,
Yeah.
like, for instance, just going back to the whole Keke Palmer thing, I mean, that's been a couple weeks now and it's old news already, but I'm just saying, in that situation, nobody really knows what happened. What if he did try to get her not to leave the house in that outfit and she was just like, oh, whatever, I ain't know
Right.
what you're talking about,
Yeah.
and whatever, you know? We don't really, nobody knows the truth, right? What happened in that household, And the fact, and maybe he tried to text her and say, hey, like, dang, I'm not feeling whatever. And maybe she laughed at him or whatever. So maybe he felt like his only ploy was to go to social media and say something or whatever. But the point is, he was obviously hurt. He was obviously feeling some type of way. And he tried to go and voice that. And what happened? The whole world ridiculed him. You know what I'm saying?
When you put your business out there too, it's like,
yeah.
People tell you how to live your house, live your life in your own home. Like, if I tell my wife to do A, B, and C, that's what I tell my wife to do. Like, I don't care how you live in your household.
Right, but this is what we're doing over here.
So I feel like he was supposed to feel however he felt, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And then he shouldn't have been ridiculed for speaking on it, because at the end of the day, this is social media, and that's what people do. If they feel like they can't get, I mean, I've been guilty of it. If you feel like you can't get through to someone or through about something, you're gonna be like, you're gonna go to social media and be like, you know, this is what's going on, like whatever. You're gonna voice your thoughts and feelings, you know. And he got, you know, split apart by the world, you know.
Right.
But just going back to this situation with Kodak, he's now, like she said, being shown in all these videos, you know, mainstream media is having a, you know, the bloggers are having a field day with him in his videos and all of this stuff, but nobody's coming to help him, are they? Or no. Maybe they are, and he's just not accepting help. Because also, you can lead somebody to water, but you can't make them drink. So it ain't, you know, maybe he does have a team of people trying to, you know, reel him in, and they just have no control, you know?
It might be a good look with Kodak Black next to Tekashi, because Tekashi is a businessman. And he's one of the most.
He is a snake.
No, I'm talking about the business. See, that's what I'm saying. See, he was doing gang activity with some people who wasn't entertainers, and he got wrapped up in that. But I'm saying, financially, he is one of the biggest and richest.
Like with the marketing and branding himself.
He is up there. Still, he most definitely is one of the most paid rappers. Like, if we check net worth, you'll be like, what? He's making a lot of people look like little boys. So. It's no telling what, like Kodak Black might be playing chess while he playing checkers too, and just know this is a lick, this is a bag, so I'm gonna get this money while the getting is good, you know.
Right. Yeah. I mean, well, that's a lot. So we gonna see what happens with that. We'll keep y'all updated on that story and see, you know, what I guess when that music comes out, we'll see what they what they working on. Speaking of celebrities in the news, what's going on with Dwight Howard, y'all? Did y'all hear about what happened with Dwight Howard?
Or these coming up in
this scandal. It's a scandal. Another scandal. Second? Yeah, they said it was another one that happened just, you know, not too long ago. Okay, so let's go to this story. First of all, you said, I think you were reading about it. You said he had there had been like a scandal before where somebody else had said some things, and now this we have this guy coming forward. Stephen Harper is his name. Yeah. Stephen Harper is saying that he basically was.
They've been seeing each other though, so he got a call for a sexual encounter with Dwight Howard, and when he got there and they started to act, another guy came into the house dressed as a woman. In a cat suit named Kitty, and he was forced into a threesome, and he felt like his life was in danger if he didn't do it.
It was 3 men?
Yeah, it was Dwight Howard and him, and then an extra guy just popped up in the middle of them having they motion.
Named Kitty.
Yeah, Kitty came in dressed like a woman. Yeah, you feel me? So,
this is a scandal.
Kitty came in that thing, so he must have shot the text to Kitty like, is this going on? Like, yeah, pull up meow. And he pulled up, you know, and Mr. Harper wasn't really feeling that. And he said Dwight Howard was like, no, you gonna do what we tell you gonna do. And he was like, they let the act go. And he wanted to Uber home, and he said Dwight Howard wouldn't let him Uber home. He made him ride with Kitty.
Oh, wow.
So Kitty must be
So in the stories, it's saying that he then left the house and went and filed charges.
Yes, he filed charges. He's trying to sue that man.
Sue for
it said it was his text threads and everything.
So he initially showed up, you know, with the intent on doing something with Dwight Howard.
Facts.
Wow. And so then we saw, okay, so now Dwight Howard has sat down with Fox News, right? For an interview. And he's in this interview.
He's speaking on the old situation, not the new one.
Oh, okay, that was,
okay,
God. Yeah, because there was an old situation where Dwight Howard had been involved in a scandal.
Right.
And some
years
back.
And they said it was
same type of
like
situation. That. And so there was an interview that he did with Fox News after that situation. So this interview on Fox News with.
Is he married?
I don't know, but
I want to find out.
He got a lot of those allegations against him. Like,
that's.
I don't know. The white.
That's crazy. I don't know.
The white around your lip.
Oh man. Well, oh gosh, we are definitely gonna stay up on that story and keep you guys posted on what's going on there. Because are you finding out if he's married, T?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, I need to know. I need to know if he's married. We're definitely gonna stay abreast on that story and find out, what happens with that.
You're too big to be wanting to be on another man's back or whatever you're doing, man. You taking balling to the whole different level.
Man, oh my gosh. So, I don't know. That's a crazy story. I definitely will be on top of that to see what goes on with that. Is he married?
He was engaged in 2019 for 1 year, so he's gay.
Matter of fact, because I think that is that.
Studies have shown he's gay.
Man, shut up! It does not say that. When does it say that? So did the scandal go on in 2019? The first scandal? Does it say anything about a 2019 scandal? I wonder is that why why the fiance left?
He has 5 children with 5 different women.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. And so yeah, I mean, he was obviously engaged at some point. That didn't work out. That was in 2019. But I feel like that's when you were reading it a little bit earlier ago. You said something about 2019. I wonder if that's when it don't say nothing about a 2019 scandal with Dwight Howard. I don't know. That's crazy. But Dwight, you got to get it together, baby. Like Juan said, you too big for all this. You too big and you too old.
You're too big. You're dead wrong, man.
You're dead wrong, man.
You're wrong, man. You're wrong, man.
Oh gosh, what else? Okay, on a more serious note, this story with Carly Russell. Everybody knows it's been all over the world.
Now, who is this lady?
Okay, so Carly Russell is the woman who who allegedly had called 911 to report a toddler that had supposedly been walking on the street without any adult supervision. She was worried about this child. She supposedly called 911. Said that this child, she seen a toddler, then she supposedly called a family member and said, I called 911, there's this toddler roaming in the street, I'm about to go check on it. And as she went to go check on this child, allegedly, she was abducted. And her car was found, her wig was found, and her cell phone was found, and there was no trace of her or no trace of the child. Days later, within 48 hours, she turned up at her parents' house, physically dismantled, mentally dismantled, and basically the parents stated to the police that basically she had been through a very tragic mental and physical ordeal, and that was all that they were going to say until basically further investigation. So from that point, since then, now they're basically saying that since the investigation has taken place and since the cops have been investigating everything, that now she supposedly was looking up under her Google searches, things that came up was the movie Taken, there was another movie about abductions, and then she had Googled something about faking about how to fake your death or how to fake your disappearance or something like that.
Wow.
So she had supposedly, allegedly, Googled these things, and these were in her Google searches, and this is now what's coming forward in light to this investigation. So basically, what they're saying now is that this woman may have possibly faked this whole thing, and everybody's obviously trying to figure it out. And now, obviously, social media and the whole society and the whole world is up in a rough because they're like, so a lot of people are like, there's so many black women and black children that do go missing for real, and that this is really happening to, especially with sex trafficking and human trafficking and organ trafficking and all of these things. So they're like, yeah, It was a black woman. So they're like, okay, the police finally, you know, are took something like this serious, and man, I would really hate for this to be that type of cry wolf situation. So, I mean, we still don't really know. You know, we're gonna stay on top of that story for sure. We're definitely gonna keep the updates coming to you as they come to us. But that's gonna be an interesting. I don't know if you guys have not seen this. So they have a meme on Facebook. They have a meme on Facebook now with y'all remember the dude from the show Empire, the dude Jesse that had and then he faked his this attack attack for being gay or whatever, and that's that whole thing. So somebody done put up a meme on social media with his picture and this woman's picture, talk about they need to do a versus, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like this internet is crazy. So
stop playing.
So yeah, we're definitely gonna keep y'all posted on that story. It's crazy. The last thing we want to talk about, just on a more lighter note, is TAV was talking about the AI robots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what were you telling me about that?
Have y'all been seeing the stuff on Facebook where people are creating what their kid would look like, generating their kid?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's
Remini. I did me in a wedding dress.
Oh, you did?
Yes, girl.
I seen that. Period.
Yes. We gotta manifest it.
So anyways, those are rough drafts. Basically, they are stealing people's identity, creating robots, creating people. So it's a AI account on YouTube and Instagram where they basically have created people and they have their own Instagram, but they're robots. So guys are DMing them. They getting cash apps. They making videos, dancing, you know, just doing regular stuff, smoking hookah, but it's a robot. Everything is fake. Nothing you see is real. Mm-hmm. They have like
Juan could go and make a woman and then be getting money from.
Like this how a woman should act. Juan could go create a character.
Juan, you need to.
Look, he looks to the side like
you need to create you a woman and get some money off of her. Hey, that is called internet pimping.
Yeah.
Okay, if I ain't never heard it.
Have y'all seen
internet pimping? That's internet pimping, y'all.
Robots going grocery shopping for people.
What?
Like they have real robot, like people. Like it's real.
What do you mean? No, like I don't.
So you know how you do the Instacart sometimes when people go get your food? They are creating robots who look like people.
And then you can watch this fake person go get your groceries.
Yeah, but
you're not gonna know it's a fake person.
Yeah, you won't know.
No, I was just watching. Monique was talking to Roseanne. I actually just watched this morning, and she was like, Monique was like, yeah, I've been around some people who's not real. Like, I see you didn't blink for 6 minutes. I see you didn't swallow. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. Like, you see the lady just flipped out. I mean, dang. You see the lady flipped out on the plane because she said that the person was a reptilian or whatever. Yeah. You just see that? She got put off the plane. Yes.
Yeah.
No, shut up.
She dropped her phone and whatever the stewardess or whatever on the plane, they did something and she was like, oh, it scared the heck out the lady, and she like, this lady is not real, she is such and such and this and that.
Wow.
You know,
that's crazy.
I feel like with the submarine stuff, I feel like if we go into their world, they definitely coming into ours.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's so crazy.
But they show us anything and we just, you know, they make us sensitive to stuff. Like, you think if they say UFOs, they've been saying this since Roswell, even before that. If the aliens didn't want to be seen, they wouldn't want to be seen. How long y'all gonna be looking for Bigfoot?
Man, what?
How long? All of this weird footage and none of it's clear, man. Miss me with that though. Like, you know, the AI, they just getting the world ready for this AI, this projection they gonna put in the sky one day, and fool the masses. So that AI it's not a good thing to me. You know, they use
it's definitely not a good thing. It just goes back.
You can use the AI for Leah's voice singing Lil Uzi Vert song, or you know,
that's crazy.
They got Young Thug voice saying do this and do that while he in jail. Like, this stuff will get you in trouble. They're using your voice. You get what I'm saying?
That's crazy. And it goes just back to what we were talking about the other day with the whole strike. That's what you was talking about. You were saying like the companies now are using that AI intelligence to instead of hiring more background actors, instead of having to hire 1,000 background actors, now I just have to hire 100 and can use AI and create 10 of them, and now I got 1,000 people instead of hiring 1,000 people. It's crazy. It's just not cool. Like it's going to take a lot of people and a lot of things out of business. And it's just not good. It's not good for the economy. I feel like anyway. I mean, in my opinion.
Right.
But yeah, so that was all of our what's trending. We had we went 30 minutes about what's trending today because it was some crazy stuff trending. Let us know in the comments what you guys think about all of those topics, and definitely make sure you guys hit us up if you guys have some awesome topics you would like us to talk about in the what's trending segment. Now we're gonna move on to the fresh out the mud segment, and we're gonna talk about what's fresh out the mud. So first of all, we shouted out a lot of businesses and brands the other day on Wednesday, and we want to keep that going. We feel like what we want is we really want to engage with you guys, the listeners and the viewers. We want you guys to know that this show is about you guys, and we want you guys to be, like I said, tuning in live with us. We want you guys calling in. We want you telling us, when we have the tap in segment, we want you to tap in and give us your opinion on whatever the question of the day is. But also for Fresh Out the Mud, you guys can, hit us up. Let us know who you guys know of that's fresh out the mud, that's, coming with a new brand or a new business or new music or, just anything new that's new and fresh coming out the mud. That's what the Fresh Out of the Mud segment is for. And we don't just want to, talk about the things we think are interesting or that are coming out the mud that we know about. Because, hey, listen, at the end of the day, we don't know everything that's going on in the city. There's so much going on in the city, and there's so many talented people. We don't know about all of you guys. So if you have a brand, if you have a business, hit me up. I will definitely shout you guys out during the Fresh Out the Mud segment. But you're gonna have to subscribe though, because we're not gonna be for maybe for the first few weeks we're gonna shout out people who aren't subscribed. But listen, after a while we're not gonna be shouting y'all out no more. We're only gonna be shouting out our subscribers. Yeah. So the Fresh Out the Mud segment will be about whoever is subscribed to LRTV Media, and we will definitely pour back into their business and shout out what they got going out that's fresh out the mud. But for the first few weeks, month or so, we want to get you guys engaged, and we want you guys to hit us up and let us know who is out there in the city doing great things that we haven't already talked about. So somebody who I want to shout out definitely is my boy Paul Anthony, and he's got a great clothing line, and definitely came through when I was doing Rise and Grind morning show, brought us some gear there. I still have a hoodie, and he's definitely he takes his artistry and his passion very seriously. He does a lot with the sewing machine and creating new looks. Yeah, he's really, really dope. So
he's real creative.
Shout out to my boy Paul Anthony. Definitely want to give him his flowers. He's doing great things in the city. He's taught a lot of people how to help them get their fashions going and getting into fashion and learning more about the whole industry and everything like that. So definitely shout out to him. And who we didn't shout out the last time, and I was like, I can't believe we forgot. We didn't shout out the most bombest makeup artist who did our makeup, me and T's makeup for the photo shoot. We shouted out Michael Wood, but we did not shout out Brooke. We didn't shout out Brooke T.
I thought we did.
No, we didn't. So definitely no, we didn't. So shout out to Brooke. Shout out, girl. We love you. She's the GOAT. She's the GOAT with the makeup. I mean, I will say this. There are a lot of talented makeup artists in the city. So no shade to nobody. There are so many great talented makeup artists in the city. But she just happened to do our makeup for that particular photo shoot. And it was, oh my God, like those pictures were just fire. So shout out to Brooke Colby, who's definitely doing her thing in makeup. But while we're sitting talking about it, I also want to shout out a couple other people. But T, who you want to shout out for a minute?
Shout out to Lonnie Folks, of course. She's in the shop with me. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting me with my natural products. My Miss Green Butter. Shout out to everybody who shared my posts. I Love Candy on Facebook. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to you too.
No, that's right.
Why you got anybody you want to shout out?
Yeah, I want to shout out all of my clients that patronize with me at Ado Studio.
Yes.
I really love y'all.
It's a blessing.
Y'all keep me going. I love to hear the new music. I love to watch y'all grow. I love to work at my own pace. I just love to see y'all enjoy yourself in the studio. I know I used to yak y'all like, man, quit bringing people things on the song with y'all, but guess what? Man, I love to see all y'all partying in the studio and out the streets. And I also want to give a big shout out to the Most High God,
Amen.
Amen.
And I want to give a shout out to God because I got to see my mom have a birthday yesterday. My mom turned 65.
Happy birthday, mama.
Happy birthday again. Happy birthday, Future Davis. Happy birthday,
Happy
Taz.
birthday, Future. Happy birthday, Taz.
Birthday was yesterday. You know, it's just a beautiful thing to have dinner with my mom and some other loved ones. So shout out to the LRTV media cast. You know, I love these women right here.
Yes.
These my sisters, so I drown fish about them. You know. So that's what it is.
I'm trying to find so I had an inbox because that day when I did so shout out to my boy Van Gogh and when we did and shout out to my boy Hero. I was I have a bad thing with people's names sometimes, but I was mispronouncing my boy's name and I felt horrible about that. But shout out to Hero. He was the one he was the videographer for Van Gogh's video shoot, and I was about to make a point now and then it just it just left me that quick, but shout out to them basically is the point. And
when the video drop?
It's dropping real soon, y'all. Just keep it locked. Keep it locked. The LRTV Media is dropping real soon. That song is called Loot, and the video is dropping real soon. But there was a point that I was trying to make, and it just completely left my mind. I had a brain fart just that quick. So that's what I was saying. Yes. It came back to me. So for that video shoot, I had made a post and I had said, hey, if there's any makeup artists out there who are, trying to, who are still kind of like up and coming, trying to, still trying to, like expand their brand. Like if you would like to sponsor my makeup for this shoot, then we can talk, and about some free promotion and whatnot. And I didn't think that anybody responded, and I ended up having to do my own makeup that day. But come to find out, there was 2 young ladies that had inboxed me. Now you guys know, like if someone isn't your friend or if they can't, it'll go to like a message request box. Yeah. And so I had totally forgot that there was like a separate message request box, and I didn't see it until like days later. And I went and realized that like there were 2 young ladies who had both reached out to me, and they were both willing to do my makeup that day,
really?
For a sponsorship. And I was just, and I thought that was really dope. So I was trying to find their names in particular because I want to shout them out. And they told us, because I was like, obviously they missed, I missed them for that. But I told them, hey, we're going to be, me and my girl T, we're definitely going to be reaching out because we're going to be needing you. So want to say, let me see. Okay, so MUA Davania. She's on Facebook, MUADAVONIA. So shout out to my girl, makeup artist Davania. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, girl. My bad. My bad if I'm not. But we definitely appreciate you, girl. And we definitely are going to be hollering at you and get with you for some of these upcoming shoots and different events that we'll be hitting up and stuff like that. So shout out to you, baby girl. We appreciate you for reaching out to us and wanting to be a part of what we're doing, and I definitely can't wait to have you do my makeup. So shout out to her. And who was the other young lady? Brianna, I think her name was. Yes, Brianna Oviedo. She had reached out as well.
Shout out to you.
And Lanaya. So makeup artist Lanaya. So thank you guys, to you ladies, and shout out to y'all. And definitely, again, we'll just go ahead and repeat it, right, T? Tell the makeup artists what they can do to get with us.
Yes, DM us, text us, hit us up on our email, our social media accounts. We're looking for hairstylists, makeup artists, local brands, vendors. Even if you cook, we'll even eat your Sunday dinner and let people know that we do shopping.
Yes, we are gonna start doing food reviews.
Yeah, we're doing
bring the food through, and we will definitely do the food reviews for you guys and give you guys some free promotion. So hey, it's all about networking and just doing what you got to do to expand that brand. So that's what we're trying to do. So fresh out the mud. Is there anybody else fresh out the mud that we want to shout out?
Yeah, my boy Marcus G, man. Marcus G.
Yes, absolutely. Shout out to you, Marcus G.
Let's go, baby.
Yes.
And shout out Purple Heart label. I'm gonna say that one more time.
For sure. Shout out to Purple Heart. Yeah. Shout out to Marcus G, man. They did a big show. We talked about it a little bit on Wednesday too, but you were videographer for that show, and you put a dope video together for that, and Marcus G is definitely doing big things with Marcus G Entertainment. So definitely, Marcus G, we got to talk over here because you got to start bringing them stars through LRTV studios now. You can't be having them stars come through Toledo and not come through to the LRTV studio. Okay, so yes, so we definitely got, and you know, we're also gonna need to get that backstage access so we can get them, you know, the quick little interviews real quick, you know. So yeah, y'all stay posted. So shout out to everybody that's doing good in the city. If we didn't call your name yet, if we haven't shouted you out, don't take offense. Just hit us up and tell us.
That new bar, Weekend. I just seen a.
I heard about Weekend.
Man, that bar is awesome.
So whose bar is that?
Restaurant bar, whatever it is, it's gorgeous.
Really? Where's that?
On Hill and Reynolds.
Okay, so it's on Hill and Reynolds, and then you said who's cooking?
My homegirl Victoria. Shout out Victoria. She cooking.
Shout out Victoria.
Man, the food looks so beautiful.
Yes.
Oh my God, that place just looks so elegant.
We probably need to stop there before we go to Wine Spot.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing you've eaten there yet?
I haven't been there yet, but my homegirl used to always buy food from her.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I guess that's what I'm asking. Like, what was like the favorite thing? Her shrimp.
Yes, her shrimp.
Now, is this the same person that brought that meal that day when I was at your when I was getting the pedicure from you and you had ordered some food and I was like, girl, where did that come from? And I was like, call her back.
Yes, they work together.
Oh my God.
Yes, they work together.
Girl, I had went there to get a pedicure from her and she had this food and she was eating. She was like eating before she got started on the pedicure and I'm like, girl, what are you eating?
Tiaja be fast,
man. That's why she got thick out here. Tiaja, man. Tia got thick out here.
I ain't the biggest now. Look, watch what you say.
She ain't missing no meals. I love it. You looking good, girl. I love it.
You are too.
Thanks, boo. So shout out to everybody, man, in the mud because there's so many people. I want to say shout out to my girl Marissa Milian because we started our new show Table Talk and we just had our second episode. And shout out to my boy Magic Mom for producing that for us.
I'll see y'all at 1:30. At 1:30.
Yeah. So 5:30, right? 5:30.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What you say?
5:30, right?
Who?
Us.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll figure that out later. But anyway, you gonna see me all day. Listen, Juan has not been able to get rid of me for the both him and Van Gogh for the last couple weeks. I mean, y'all ain't been able to get rid of me for some years now. We've been going strong for some years. Van Gogh been in my life for about 3, but I would say over the last couple months, I've been on y'all heads heavy, and I love y'all because they do not get tired of me.
You good at everything.
No, you are good at everything, but it's just like, you know,
I'm happy.
They be on my heads though, but this is what I need. You know, you be on my head too though. That's the crazy part about it. Tiaja, she be on my head, but it be like in a I don't even know. You be so funny, man. You have me rolling, but she be on my head too. But it's good though, cause I need that, right, and that's why LRTV, here it's not just me. Like we have partners here because as a business person, you need other people that can help you make decisions and make good decisions and, take your business to the next level. You just do, And so I love all my partners here at LRTV, man. Y'all are the ish. And we about to really grow this thing into a giant. And, it's going to be unstoppable. It is unstoppable.
That's right.
So shout out to y'all. Fresh out the mud.
Shout out to us.
Shout out to the Real Lifestyle Morning Show that's fresh out the mud. Yeah. That's gonna be #1 local podcast and #1 podcast worldwide.
Yeah.
Period.
$1 billion worth of game.
Yes. So so that's our fresh out the mud segment, and we gonna go ahead and get into this tap in section. Since we don't really have that many viewers on live right now, we're going to keep this section we'll keep this real brief. We'll give it a couple minutes and we'll do the tap in segment. Tiaja, you had an interesting thing that you said you wanted to talk about. You said you wanted to kind of touch on child support. What do you want to talk about child support? What do you think about child support? What were your thoughts about it and what angle did you want to take? What's your question of the day with child support?
Child support. Do y'all feel like a man should have to pay child support if he's in California but his son is in Alabama? Do y'all think he should pay child support if the mama took the baby? And he can't even see it or talk to it, but you need the financial help?
I just feel like child support, they need to really pay attention. Yeah, they need to really investigate more and see if the parent really needs that child support because it hinders people. A man get behind and then y'all lock the man up and the child still not getting support. Then the man license is getting suspended because the rearage and things like that. And then you move the child out of town, so I can't even see the child. Like, no, I just feel like once you get them people in the system in your business, like it's not about you and them, it's about they want their money, you know, because the woman is getting the health care and all of that. So like I say, they know how to get the man out the baby life, and they know how to make the man resent the woman. You know, it's like a board game.
I agree. I think well, to a certain extent, I do definitely feel like there should be child placed in order. But like you said, I feel like it definitely needs to be redesigned, and I feel like it needs to be totally looked at, like they need to take the time and the effort and put enough people in place to where they can really look into matters case by case. And because there are a lot of men who are being cheated, you know, flat out. Like, let's just say that. And it is, the child support system does favor the mother, and a lot of times the mother is not a good mother. Let's just put that out there. You know what I'm saying? It's not every situation where it's this deadbeat dad and the situation is the dad. But we all know that the child support system has been designed to go against the fathers. I mean, I myself know good fathers who have had to deal with the child support system and have not been able to see their kids, and they're paying child support and they're doing what they're supposed to do. And, you know, so, and I do not agree with that, you know, in any shape or form, but I do feel like there should be child placed in order, because I do feel like male or female, if you're a woman, like I saw a case just on social media the other day. It was like one of those, you know, things that went viral, a clip from one of them judge shows, and a woman was in there. She was kind of like a social media influencer. She had businesses. She didn't have her son live with her. Her son lived with the dad, had been living with the dad pretty much his whole, you know, upbringing, but she made a lot of money. So she was basically saying she had been paying him child support of $700 a month, but she was also saying now, because her son was 17 years old, she was like, she was like, I still send him cash apps and things, because my son, he still hit me up. He's still gonna hit me on cash app. Mom, I want the new pair of J's. She's like, he's in basketball. You know, his shoes are $200 a piece. You know, he wants different things. And she's like, I'm sending, you know, $500-600 a month in cash apps on top of the $700 in child support. So she had taken the father there basically to say, I want to be taken off of child support, but if I can't be taken off, then can it at least be decreased? And the lady, the judge in that situation decreased the child support for her, because he admitted, she turned to him and she said, okay, is that true? Is she? And he admitted, he said, yes, she does. You know, I mean, he basically said, like, I mean, I can't really say about the cash apps. I don't know, because my son gets that. I don't know how, but he did admittedly say, yes, he has a cash app. She's sending him cash apps, and yes, she is paying $700 a month. And in that situation, I agree. Like, she, as the mother, she should be paying that. If the kid isn't living with her and he's living with the dad, and the dad's paying for the life insurance, the health insurance, and being with him every day, taking him to doctors, yes, she should have to pay child support. If my kids didn't live with me on a full-time basis and lived with someone else, and someone else was taking care of my kids, and I was out here traveling, I would be paying child support. Flat out. Like that, my kids need to be supported. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't argue
every day
with my, and if my kids' fathers, like, say, you know, my oldest kid's father is now passed on, but if my two youngest kids' fathers, say they had taken my kids and my kids lived with them, and, you know, I was like the secondary parent or whatever, I would willingly pay child support. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just, you have to care for your child. You know what I mean? You made the baby. Like, you have to care for your child.
Before that child support came into play, co-parenting existed, where you could still take care of your child without child support being, you know.
You know, the thing is, I wish I had that situation. And I'm an honest woman to say, like, if I had a situation where I could honestly co-parent with my kids' dads without having to involve, you know, and I'm not involved with child services, you know, with my son's dad or whatever, but it's like, if I could just, that's all I really want. I just want a good, healthy co-parenting relationship with him. If we could come to terms and just figure it out, but it's like, you know, it don't ever get figured out, you know. But that's the downfall, is that there are some situations where, you know,
why wouldn't they just make it fair and say it should be like, just month to month, like.
That makes sense too, though, because things do ever so change. You know what I'm saying? And that would make sense, but I guess maybe when I'm thinking business wide, and as the people who have to work in that industry, like, that would probably be a lot of paperwork. Like, I can only imagine. But then with this being a digital age,
that's their job.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly, that's their job. But also with this being a digital age, it's not like you have to do a lot of paperwork. You can go in the system, You know what I'm saying? And boom, everything is transmitted all across the world. You know what I'm saying? So
a lot of old things are just still in place that need to change. I mean, they need to change. I just left out from getting food, and I seen the old lady, the older lady, pulling out. But I just the way that she backed out, I just knew I need to get away from her because you're not even supposed to be on the road. As soon as I went on side of her car, she crashed right in front of the car in front of her.
Oh wow!
And I'm like,
to her. I
people
hope
need
she's
to
okay.
be at 60 years old. Like sometimes at 60 years old is 80. You know, like some things need to change with that been put into place a long time ago.
Yeah.
With child support and many other things.
And I agree. I definitely agree. I think that, like you said, it needs to be redesigned. They need to have implement new laws, policies, and all of those different things, and they need to make it fair for fathers, because there are a lot of in this day and age now, there's just as many single fathers as there are single mothers. There's just as many kids who are living with the dads as there are, you know what I mean? Whereas back in the day, it was less, it was more so most of the moms. But nowadays, it's like pretty, you're seeing that it's very common that kids are living with their dads, and even you want.
But those are the children that's not out here doing the worst,
No, you're absolutely right.
It's like when I record, then I see these younger guys come in and I hear them rapping, I just be thinking like, where they dad at?
Right.
And then we be wondering why the world like this, because the system put the dad out of the house. You get what I'm saying? They put the dad out the house. Excuse me. So the mom is trying to teach this man how to be a man. You get what I'm saying? He have no fears or nothing. He's raised in a house with a woman. And he's putting out woman energy all the time. He learned how to argue and be combative and things like that and fight for everything, where he's not learning the man side of things, though,
Yeah.
And like I said, it's not the woman's fault. I salute every single parent, every single mother, even the ones that's on child support that's not doing right just for bearing a child. I commend y'all, but the system knew that this day would come, that the children would be wild like this.
Yeah.
They designed it like that.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy. Well, we want y'all to tap in. Make sure you comment down below. You can hit us up on in our inboxes if you want to comment. Let us know what you guys think, but definitely comment down below, because we want to see your comments right here on YouTube. So we're nearing the end of the show. We getting ready to close out, but before we close out, we're gonna go ahead and do our peach and pit the segment. That'll be what we use to pretty much close out each day. And what the peach and pit segment is you're gonna talk about the highlight and the low light of whatever. So it's Friday today, so we're going to talk about the highlight of the week as a whole and the low light of the week as a whole. So T, we'll start with you. What was your highlight of the week?
A highlight of the week is all my clients came.
Hey, that's dope. So you got a check this week. I love it. So what was the low light?
The low light is I have a lot of baking to do. I have a lot of baking to do.
Yeah, that's some work.
This weekend. Yeah.
She's gonna be in the kitchen. For sure, I love it. All right, Juan, what's up? What's up with you? What's your peach and pit?
My peach is business has been booming.
I love it.
That's a blessing.
Everything that I planned, everything that God was willing that I planned, it came to fruition.
I love that.
My pit would be, I just have so much to do and it don't feel like it's enough hours in the day, but I ain't complaining.
Right? Another feeling. I love that. That's a good peach and pit. Both of those were good peach and pits. Okay, so my peach for the week was that we have successfully finished our first week of Real Lifestyle Morning Show. We got it off and going. I'm happy. I had a successful meeting with my business partner yesterday. Both of them actually. We had good conversations with them on the phone yesterday. We talked about a lot. We're getting a lot accomplished with LRTV. Things are about to take off. The pit is that I lost some people that I really didn't think that I was going to lose. I lost some people. When you look up and you realize that, certain people didn't have your best interest at heart, and it's like, dang, like I really had, genuine, like good positive thoughts and intentions for this person, and then, or these people or this situation or whatever it would have been. So like, I look up and I realize that everybody that was in my life, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, like they're not, a lot of people aren't there no more. And now that I'm really starting to grow and go into this next stage of my life and this next dimension of my life, and like getting closer to God, it's like the further I'm getting away from people who I used to once love, and it's a little sad. It's a little bittersweet, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the pit. But the peach, like I said, is just the fact that we're booming. It's up now. We off the ground, and it's nothing but up from here.
Heard that.
So I love it. So you guys let us know in the comments what your guys' peach and pit has been for the week. Let us know what the peach and pit of the show was this week. We want to know. We really want to hear from you guys. We want you guys to engage. Tell us what we need to work on, what could be better. What was great. Tell us what we did good and awesome. Let us know what you really think. We can take it. Give us the peach and the pit of our first week of Real Lifestyle Show. We want to hear from you guys. So let us know. You guys can tune in on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll be here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We just saying in the morning right now because we still trying to figure out our time. We are now definitely seeking sponsors. So I am putting out the sponsor artwork. Today I'm going to go ahead and post that. I want you guys to hit me up if you want to be a sponsor of the Real Lifestyle Morning Show. We have 4 different packages: the gold, the silver, the platinum, and the diamond. And they range in price from $500 to $5,000. So you can pick a package, and each package has different things that come with it, different benefits that come with the package. So you purchase the package based on which benefits you would like to receive, which services you would like to receive, and you become a sponsor and get airtime and promotion time right here on LRTV. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. Definitely have a great weekend. Be safe out there. T, you got any last words?
Yes, follow me on Instagram at Miss Greenbutter. Follow me on Facebook at Tasia Good. Have a blessed day. Why you got anything?
Get up, get out, get something.
Period. Until next time. Mwah.